Hey y'all, Bloodwing here, back to bring some grumpiness to the internet. Welcome back to Redneck Radio, the live stream where today you get an extra healthy side helping of mac and cheese and tuna because I like it. So fight me. With me today is Alex, as you can see.
Hello.
Hello.
How's it going?
And my son Jacob.
Hello.
And Pete, none of us were picturing you naked. I'm sorry. Fail.
I was.
Fail. How's everybody doing? Good to see you. See Nate out there in the chat. Jackie Broken Princess.
Broken Toys Princess.
Broken
Don't
Toys.
call her by that name because she changed it, and you can't keep changing your name just like that.
Yeah.
Not allowed.
Megan Jade, Rich, Ryan Rollins, Theater Winch, Ginger, Iceman Northland, Shio, Hate Camel. Yeah. So I hope you all
Does
are
he
doing...
hate camels, or is he a camel that hates everyone else?
I get the picture that it's a little of both.
Yeah.
A
little. He's got a hump, but he's not a camel. Like he's not a furry camel. There's nothing actually in the hump either. It's hot. In fact, it's full of hatred.
Yeah.
Or is he just a really angry camel? Yeah, like GD says.
It could be. Number one, hi, how you doing? It's a Bill Hicks bit.
Okay. Oh, I wouldn't know.
Yeah. I mean, I've watched Bill Hicks, but it's been a long while.
It's not a problem, Grilling Pirate Pete. I understand that. That's why I was thinking about you naked.
I don't even want to think about me though.
Well, actually, I had two images in my mind at the same time. ADHD for the win. I actually had Grilling Pirate Pete naked, and of course he was very, very, very pretty. He was wearing a feather boa at the time. I don't know if that's just a him thing or but it's stylish. Anyway. But I had that in my mind. I also had the image in my mind of when I got to play Ark with you for the second time, and you let me ride your mecha Tyrannosaurus Rex around, and I remember feeling very powerful and very sexy.
Yes,
I was also wearing a feather boa at the time.
I somehow don't doubt that. Don't doubt that at all.
Well, you shouldn't doubt me. I don't lie.
Yeah.
Go on, Sean.
Hey,
What's
Sean.
happening with you?
Hey, Sean.
He didn't say hi to you guys.
He
said hi to me.
My stream, so
he said hello to me. He went, Alex. See, that's actually how my name's pronounced. British is it's a bizarre language.
It is. It
is. British knees. Is the correct manner in which you do it, but yeah.
After all, it is a silly place.
It's a very silly place. We drink tea, we say chip chip chiroo, and hello governor, which I can confirm.
And oi, do you have a license for that?
And oi, it's a really hard word to pronounce. Like 7 out of 6 Brits can't pronounce it properly. Yeah, it's Lois license. I can't do it. I'm one of the 7 out of 6. So. It's science. It's something I have to get Mickey to take a look at.
Yeah, she'll tell you all about the science. Just ask her.
She will.
Don't. One or the
other. Please, for the love of God.
We love you, Mickey.
We do.
But yeah,
I don't know what's going on. All you need. What's happening?
Yeah. Hey, what's up? All you need.
Hello.
So Horde Night tonight.
Horde Night. I don't have my shotgun.
So we'll be doing that later today.
Yeah. Horde Night.
And I've seen the base. It looks it's prettyful.
I haven't finished.
It's still prettyful.
I went in today, to do some stuff because I'm so far behind.
I saw that.
Yeah, and I only allowed time to advance by a day, so it's night 69, and it's in the evening. But I had to go in. I had to.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I was not going to get my jobs done, and subsequently result in a good dicking. On zombies would get the win on this one. So yeah, I need more iron. Lots of it. It's the priority. Iron, iron, and more iron.
Well, after you left, J-Kid and I went and ate something first, and then J-Kid and I went and played Ark. It's the first time I've ever hosted a non-dedicated, multiplayer. I've
Mhm.
always just played on someone's server
Hmm.
or played a single player. Weird mechanic to hosting. The players are tethered to the host and can only get so far away from them.
Oh,
I found it very odd. I looked it up and they said it was so that it was easier on the host machine.
how much is hello Lindsay? How much is a server for Ark? Is it?
I
It's got
looked
it's got to be a
into it.
similar price to 7 days, right? Because most of these places do both, don't they?
Yeah, about $12.50 a month
Okay.
for the better rated ones.
Speaking of which, I do need. When did I pay for the 7 day server?
Oh, heck, I have no idea.
Mm, Roger.
I have no idea. But we had fun and we actually killed our first carnosaur with our little bow and arrows because it was killing us and harassing our little thatch base.
Killing you softly.
The
with
29th, Alex.
That's as. Oh shit! So we're coming round to I don't have it set to automatic renewal, so I'll have to take a look at that. Remind me, please.
But I did look into
Yep.
it. There is a way to turn it off, the tether. They just said be aware that you'll probably experience some lag and FPS that if you turn it off. So
Hmm.
Yeah, it's awful. So he tried to run to kill like a dodo or something, and I happened to be on the other side of the mountain he was on. And when the tether happens, it moves whoever's not the host closer to the host.
I was dragging him
So
with me.
it pinned me against the mountain and wouldn't let me move.
Oh,
That was just my wife for like 2 minutes of the game last night. It kept
that's
trying to rubber band me through the mountain closer to him.
I see.
Yeah, hey Nate, I'm glad to hear that. It's a great series. It is a great series, and Ragnarok actually is the map J-Kid and I have been playing on. So,
I'm glad you finally gave in to Neebs, Nade.
yeah.
You've seen the light finally. Have you watched the bloody Subnautica series? Because if you haven't, you are well, you're damaging yourself. You're just hurting yourself here.
And then, as expected, I kind of took over the building aspect. So I was trying to build this little thatch hut to stay in to start with. That's not going to be our permanent base, but to get started. And so I'm building this thing, and I hear a kwump, 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 and I look up, and here comes J-Kid riding the ugliest creature you ever saw. Looks like a walrus with a dog's head,
Mm.
waddling up, and he's named it Bait.
Fair. Thought he was going to name it Alex, and I'm very happy that he didn't.
I don't know what it's good for. It poops a lot.
It's good for dying before I do.
Yeah. So yeah, we played that until late, and by that I mean like 4 in the morning.
And they know how I feel
Yeah.
with playing 7 days with you lot. Yeah.
But yeah, if removing the tether proves to be too much for my machine, then yeah, I'm gonna look into maybe having a server because there are a couple of other people that have voiced an interest in playing, and it won't interfere
Who's
with our
them?
7 days by any means. We'd probably play earlier in the day or something.
Who's them?
Well, J Kid, Nade, but I won't
Nate
leave.
doesn't even have the game yet.
She's going to buy it, she says.
Oh, chop chop.
But yeah, it won't be left on because unlike 7 Days to Die, it keeps running when no one's in there. So I'll just turn it off and on unless somebody wants to play.
Unless there's a different setting for the service.
Yeah, it
course.
might be. I'll have to look into that. But that's a little down the road right now. I'm trying to get my truck fixed. Called on it today, and they're rough estimate $400 to $600.
Hmm.
And so,
Well, we can take another look at Ark. We'll see how we go.
Yeah.
See if we can't get me to actually.
Well, and the only reason I would do that is because I know myself, I get burned out on playing on a server because it's a commitment because you have to go in and feed your animals, whether you play or not, because the game keeps going and they will starve to death.
That's why you only need a single Tyrannosaurus Rex.
No. In game, you need as many of those puppies as you can get to beat the boss.
Well, I mean, I don't know that much about Ark, right? But when I played on your save the last time and you had like 20 mecha Tyrannosaurus, is it Tyrannosaur? Tyrannosaur? Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
It's a lot. That's a lot.
Oh, that was. I actually took them on most of them on a boss fight, and I wasn't the only one. Monkey and Satsu brought about 9 or 10 of them of their own,
and that wasn't enough.
It was close. Yeah, the bosses.
They're that strong.
They are notoriously strong. And Kyler needs a brake master cylinder, starter, and a window replaced. See you later, Tara. Tara. Sorry.
Oh, look, he pronounced it correctly for once.
But yeah, anyway.
Bless your cottons, mate.
That's what we've been up to.
Sounds good.
But he's learned pretty quick why I hate those birds, though. You think the vultures in 7 Days to Die are annoying?
Well, they are. The 7 Days to Die vultures are annoying.
They are, but they're fairly easy to kill compared to these. And these things steal your stuff.
Well, don't do that. Don't steal my things.
No, I know. They eat it in front of you.
Yeah. Yeah, they do. Like, crunch, crunch, crunch. Yeah, I know it's not Kyler. It's just a matter of, do I have that kind of funds at this moment?
So donate today to support Mr. Wing.
We've done the math and we think we can pull it off, but we'll get a more exact estimate once I get the truck up there to them, which is going to be a huge effort in itself because I'll have to get out and air up the tire. It's got a flat tire. It's got these huge mud tires on it. And it'll have to be flatbedded up to the repair shop because it is a full-size truck. So
my car's going to have to be towed, unfortunately, because it's dead, which is wonderful.
No, not the terror birds. The ickies. They're like seagulls, and they're real squirrely. They never sit still. They're like flying in circles. Yeah, they're little butt heads.
You two just need mobility scooters.
Well, I mean, I still own that car. So, I mean, even if I'll never drive again, thanks, MS. There's that, I guess. So, yeah. I had to get a lift today because I needed to go to the shop or the store,
Oh yeah.
and VB couldn't do it because she had to get ready for work, and I was like, well, I mean, I could do it, but it's going to take me a very, very long time to walk the distance, unfortunately, if I go via crutches. So
I'm sorry. I just got this vision in my head of you going to the store, going 20 feet, stopping and resting, going 20 feet, stopping and resting on your crutches, and in the background is playing dun 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 dun.
Sir,
dun.
I don't appreciate being made fun of for my crippleesness.
Hey, I have a cripple card too, so I'm allowed.
It's probably racist or some form of ist. And I'm being interrupted by my son, of course. So please give me a moment. BRB.
Okay. Grill and
Yes, why are you
Pirate Pete.
interrupting me?
It has a bad brake mouse on it. Dumps the fluid out as soon as you hit, and the starter's kicking back, and the window's broken out. So yeah.
I don't have a cripple card, and that's not going to stop me from making fun of him.
Thank you for the donation over on Streamlabs. Shio, I broke up with my girlfriend when I found out she used to walk the streets and screw people. I could never forgive her for being a traffic cop. Alrighty then. Yeah. Hey,
To
Jackie.
your corner, Shio.
It's all cleaned up and ready for you. We do keep it cleaned and ready for you. Just catching up with chat. Sorry. Oh, hi, Cynical. Didn't see you come in. Ableist. Oh, Pat. Didn't see you either. My goodness. I'm not doing very well today, am I?
It's wind down time now, not muck
Pat,
around time.
Lindsay, Dark Alile.
Yeah.
Hello.
I have returned.
Yeah, we heard that.
Yeah, we heard.
I have quite the mouth. You may or may not have noticed. I don't know.
That you do, and apparently I'm told I do too. So.
Well, yeah.
Oh, hey, Mama Minnie. How you doing, baby?
Hey. Whole internet family at once. Scary. Hello. Hello.
I got something for her.
Uh-oh. Probably a middle finger emoji.
Probably, knowing those two.
Mm.
They've been
Don't know what you're talking about.
They've been at each other ever since she was born because he's the oldest, you know.
Yeah, I've been told. He's told me that he's the oldest.
Out of all of us.
Yeah, Atheist Icon. I know they're not hard, but in my physical shape, I just can't anymore, and I don't have the tools anymore. I've just had to come to the conclusion I can't do it anymore. Wished I could save me money.
Yeah.
Only oldest by age, there's a difference. Well, you know, I'm not getting that fight.
In that case, I suppose that makes me the youngest, doesn't it?
It might. It might. And of course, we're not figuring in my youngest into this situation, so that could change it.
That would definitely change it.
Maturity is a myth. I agree. It's a myth created by Santa. It's just propaganda from the North Pole.
Well, you know, I'm a Toys R Us kid. I refuse to grow up.
Bless you.
You know,
And your old ass.
Aren't they out of business?
they have been for a while, but so am I. So, you know, yeah, I'm 60 years old now. If I can, I'll get down on the floor and play with toys with the kids.
You really compare yourself to a toy chain, a dead toy chain at that.
Yeah, well, I'm like a broken toy, I guess.
Hey, a broken toy. Hashtag my brand, not yours. All right, Broken Toys Princess. I don't take into consideration whether people's children are listening to live streams. Just FYI. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Let's
This
be.
this is for grown folks.
Let's be honest. This is not a live stream kids should be listening to.
No.
Well, grown
Um,
in quotations.
yeah.
Social
Boys for it.
adults. Boys for!
Thank you, Shio, for the donation over on Streamlabs. I told my mate that I got fired for downloading porn at work and causing everything to crash. That's a bit harsh, he said. And they don't mess around at air traffic control, I replied.
What's the S word?
Huh?
I can
The
I
S
can think
word.
of a couple.
Oh, yeah, there's several of those, isn't there? I mean, I'm not going to go through them because I feel like Broken Toys Princess may kick me up the behind. Don't swear a lot on blood. Oh, Santa.
Oh,
Well, he keeps spreading propaganda, and Santa and the elves. Well, I mean, I hear they're in league with the Chinese, so that's why all the gifts
I mean,
from Santa say "made in China."
if it just hearing the word Santa sets him off, wait till he finds out he's not real.
I really hope he wasn't listening. I really fucking hope he wasn't listening. Jesus Christ.
I think I've told the story before on here, but I took J Kid to the store once when he was about, I don't know, 4 or 5, somewhere in that area. And it was around Christmas time. And you know those plastic Santa faces that light up that you can put on your front door? There was a stack
terrifying.
of them sitting there, and he kicked them over, saying, "You're not real."
The propaganda, I told you.
I'm like, okay, son, but let's not kick the merchandise, okay?
It's like Santa's cheap propaganda merchandise.
Our store is setting Halloween on September 17th.
Don't blame me, Broken Toys Princess. I didn't say anything of that nature. You know why? Because I'm a good boy.
Pete, you work at Walmart? That sounds like Walmart.
I think he works for Target.
He works for Santa.
Oh, close enough.
Spreading propaganda.
Yeah, Target. I was right. Hey, I remembered something. Look at that. Amazing.
The holidays get earlier every year at those stores.
Boy, I don't even want to think about it. Of course,
You
know it. You know as well as I do, J Kid, how I am in the holidays. Not my favorite time of the year.
I assume you mean they put up the decorations earlier and earlier and earlier every year.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have stores that do that bullshit too. Yeah, supermarkets,
And it's
all
not,
of them.
It's not just decorations. It's like for the workers transforming whole aisles to these things.
Yeah. They do that in my town that I live in. The local council, I don't know where they're getting the money from. I mean, they don't have money to fix potholes, but they have money to decorate the entire town with Christmas lights in October. They can. It's Christmas corruption right there. Told you, Santa. It's bullshit.
Alex, in my town, it is an entire process. At the dead center of downtown Indianapolis is the Soldiers and Sailors Monument, which is a very tall obelisk, well over 100 feet tall. Okay, so every year at Christmas time, they string lights from the top of it to the ground to make it look like a giant Christmas tree, and all the shops around the circle put these toy trains and everything out in their windows, and it's
So you're saying that they need to be stopped?
Yeah.
Fair.
Yeah.
Fair.
I mean, it's pretty. It's kind of cool looking, but oh my gosh.
Yeah, they do that kind of crap here more and more each year. It's ridiculous.
And it doesn't help that, as I said, I am not a holiday person. No.
But you love Christmas cheer.
Oh, no, I don't.
That's not what you told me.
Uh-huh.
You said that you couldn't wait for Christmas, and that is your favorite time of the year.
No, we
It's
just
true.
passed my favorite.
This Scrooge stuff is all front.
You're right.
It's all propaganda again.
The only enjoyable thing I get out of the holidays is being around my grandkids and seeing the looks on their faces. And that's about it.
See, there you go. There's enough reason to bring some Christmas cheer to your life.
Yeah.
Isn't that what Christmas is all about?
It is
Being
It is.
together. I feel
That's
like
why he hates it.
which is understandable.
Yeah,
I don't
I'm just
particularly
one of them people that I get really stressed out and angry through the holiday season, and it doesn't go away until after the first of the year. So
we all do that, mate. We all do that. We all get wound up during Christmas because it's money. It's nothing but having to spend friggin' money making sure you get everybody a Christmas present, everybody a Christmas card, then
yeah,
forking out a butt ton of money for Christmas dinner, which is,
and
ridiculous. But
often, way too often, in most of our cases, money you don't have.
yeah, I would be lying if I said I hadn't plunged myself into debt a couple of times just to ensure that my boys had a nice Christmas.
And
Which is
no, I don't dye my beard white every Christmas. It's going white on its own, but
something
no, I do
doesn't
not.
need any help.
I do have a customer though that when he comes in, I say, "Hey, Santa," because he rents himself out to people and friends as Santa Claus for money every year.
He's basically a prostitute.
Yeah,
It's fair.
yeah.
It's fair.
This is a Santa, and neighborhood people will say, "Hey, will you come over?" And, yeah, this is how much. I ain't mad at him. Like,
No, I wouldn't be mad either.
yeah,
If he wants to be a whore, then it's the world's oldest profession. You're not renting when you're not renting your body out, you're renting your time out. That's what people don't understand about hookers. Is that they're not, they're not there to give you their body. They're there to give you their time.
yeah, Lindsay. We didn't buy for everybody either. And my wife and I, we haven't bought for each other since we started having kids. Because once we started having kids, we made the agreement to just spend everything on the kids.
Oh, fucking hell, shit. Sorry.
Oh, I know.
Holy shit.
But now with 10 grandkids, any way you slice it, that's a chunk.
Yeah.
Get it Santa didn't make it. Well, he has a point. That's a point. It is a built-in
I
out.
really don't want to have to tell my son that. As much as I would find it amusing, I wouldn't tell him that. He'd be fucking distraught. Yeah, then I've got to deal with that mess, And
Yeah.
I'm not dealing with that noise.
Yeah, you're right, Mom Minnie. Although I haven't really met those two yet. So, anyway, what else we got?
I don't
It's
know. You
too
tell
early
me,
to
sir.
talk about Christmas.
Food and/or gaming, which
Food
is
and or
where
gaming, yeah,
which is
yeah.
what we
Because
usually
people,
devolved to.
well, people need good news today. With it apparently looking like the world is burning down around our ears, and people have gone backtrack crazy.
Doolally. What is the news right now? I try not to look.
Same as it's been. Riots in Portland and COVID-19 and right versus left and
Same as it ever was.
same as it ever was.
Roger
How many
that.
of you out there got that reference? I bet Cynical did, but not sure about the rest of you. It's never too early to talk about that. Yeah, well, I forgot Mama Minnie was out there. Yeah, Mama Minnie says good song. Yes, it was. Yes, it
I
was.
have heard that song.
It's Talking Heads. Yeah, well, I love the Talking Heads.
You are a talking head.
Well, that's true. I play one on YouTube. Yeah,
Flapping head.
yeah, something like that.
But what
Sounds
is
pretty.
going on? I realise it's all cancer
It's all
amongst.
bull.
It's all bull. Well, everything's bull, sir. We could always talk about how much I need iron in 7 Days to Die.
We need all the iron.
We do. I need it. I need a lot of it. I'm not joking. I made some oil earlier today. I also forgot to make the extra dart traps that I need with said oil because I was rushing around trying to. Yeah, I made life very difficult for myself. I'll be
Imagine
honest.
that.
I know. Have you been into the game since last night?
No, not since we left last night.
All right, so the base is looking a bit more like the Simon Says base. It's got like extra death corridors I've attached to the 4 faces of the tower.
Yeah, I've seen you building those.
Well, I had to create rectangular boxes so that I could house traps in those, and I wanted a sufficient amount of the dart traps included in this. And they take how much? They take 1,500 darts per trap.
It's a lot.
It's a lot of darts, right? That's a lot of bloody darts. I need a lot, is what I'm saying. And I also made it very difficult for me to get into those little corridors. To wire those said traps up. Wiring the dart traps up was the biggest pain in the ass and design oversight I have made thus far as a professional 7 Days to Die builder of Doom bases. Because with the dart traps, you have to attach the power to the tripwire, and then the tripwire to the other tripwire, and then that tripwire to one of the dart traps, and then you have to hook the dart trap up to the other one. So because there was like a thick line of both of these, and then a couple of electric fence posts, I couldn't see from the position that I was in where the other traps were, and obviously I couldn't aim the cursor at them. So I had to go down, grab the wire, jump back up the ladder that I had to create for myself after just having concreted a block. I had to dig through that, create a little wooden ladder, jump up, jump over the other side, go down that hole, and very awkwardly aim the cursor at the tripwire, and then hook that tripwire up to the dart trap. Then right-click the dart trap, go back up the ladder, go down the other side again. You see my my problem.
Yeah. Well, which is, folks, that's Alex speaks for. He's probably going to fall down during the horde and get stuck in his own traps. So, which usually happens at least once during horde night.
I did fall off. I will admit. I did fall off. I didn't fall into the tickle pit.
Yeah.
I didn't fall into the tickle pit this time. I fell off the top down to the bottom, and I managed to not land in the spikes. But it was also the end of the horde night, so it didn't count.
Right.
So it doesn't count unless it's still the horde night. Like we'd finished them all off at that point.
And good thing. I mean, we all survived, and the horde base survived mostly, but it wouldn't have took much more if it hadn't ended soon. It was.
If they had decided to go for the other pillars, then yeah. But what tonight? And I know I shouldn't say this, but I'm gonna say it. Tonight they're not getting through. It's just not going to happen. They can't. Even if they send all the demolishers with them, it's not going to happen.
Yeah,
because they're going to get dicked. Because I thought back to the Simon Says base, and you remember how I had the horizontal steel bars,
right?
Well, I've installed those this time.
Okay.
On 3 of the faces. I didn't do it on the 4th one. I actually wanted to get out. And there's also 4 slopes, like we were suggested to me to have. So
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Having said that, I'll be right back. I'm going to just fill my coffee cup, so I'm not even going to mute myself. But my cup is empty, and we can't have that.
Well, I mean, I can have that because coffee is disgusting, and you should
Yeah,
stop drinking it.
right.
You absolute
I'll be
degenerate.
back.
But oh, fine. It's a difficult old bastard. Oh, dear. You're right, Jacob.
Yeah, I'm good.
Oh, good. Glad. You know what else I realized about games recently? In real
What's that?
life, I have no depth perception, which is why I didn't need MS in my life to make that worse, right? So
Right.
yeah, so life is a little bit harder because of that irritating fact. But I also found that I also lack depth perception in video games. Who'd have thunk?
Is that why you fall off every time?
That's what I don't fall off every time.
Every time.
Did I fall off? Oh no, wait, yeah, I did fall off that one, didn't I?
I'm pretty sure we have video proof of every time.
Yeah, but you can't fall off the Simon Says base. Can you?
Could you not?
Well, no, of course you can't. You can't fall off it.
But you were flying around. Didn't you fall into the blade traps once?
No, that was you, wasn't it? I thought you fell into the blade traps.
No, it wasn't me.
What me?
It's very possible that I fell into the blade
While
traps.
you was flying around.
Yeah, but that's different. God mode was on. It doesn't hurt when God mode is on. It's different. It doesn't count.
It still counts.
Oh, it doesn't.
It does. It fits my narrative. It counts.
No, it doesn't count because it didn't hurt.
Hey, Mickey, how you doing?
Oh, Mickey, what's going on?
We've been talking about your ears burning.
Yeah, obviously. She heard the good word. And Mickey came in earlier to help me out. Bless her.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah. I don't know what she did. There was some screaming involved.
Of course.
Of course
yeah.
there was.
Something about spider.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Yeah, there was a spider. She had a fight with one. I actually had a fight with a bear. It ran into
Beat yourself up?
It ran into the tickle pit. I was like,
oh, it's not much of a fight then.
Well, I mean, I still had to go down and shoot it because those things, the bears are still quite strong. They have a lot of health, don't they? So killing it was a bit difficult, but
you're doing all this work, and and the only thing I did for everybody was make everybody, or offered to make everybody, a level 5 desert vulture.
I still require my level 5 desert vulture, by the way.
Mm-hmm. Me too.
He gave you yours.
Oh yeah, he did give me it. Yeah, I've not been looking at my weapon loadout today. I've been trying to construct the build, the bloody tower properly.
Yeah, I absolutely gave you one last night.
Okay, calm down. But yeah, it's okay. It's okay. It's I need iron really quick. Like I need people to go out and get it quickly because if I don't, then the dart traps are going to be a waste.
Yep.
Yeah. Otherwise, it's just not going to be worth it.
But from the sound of it, it'll give us all a chance to shoot something. Which, if you don't, that's just boring. And plus, I've got 2 level 5 junk turrets that I'm going to put down tonight.
Well, there's also a brand new walkway.
Mm-hmm.
A brand new walkway on the outside. So there's that that you can walk around on if you want to. No, Carla. That's not. I don't do that work. Right. That's for the peasants to do. Okay, the peasants do that work.
That's Alex speak for the women.
Exactly. We send the women into the mines. And Jacob goes on his own accord when he gets sick and tired of having to wait for the women to get the bloody digging done. But yeah, which I completely and utterly understand.
While the old man
well,
just
something
runs
done right.
missions and stuff and waits for him to get done.
Yeah. I also don't like the new August sound. Yeah, but if you need iron, go to the pharmacy or have a pint of thingy. Guinness. But that's how long it's been since I've had a drink.
You mean the old auger sound?
Yeah, that's the original auger sound. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mickey, you need to realize that that's the actual original auger sound.
Yep.
Which is
back in like 15.
Yeah, it's I told you, it sounds like a bloody Wild West.
I think they still had it in
gunfight
16.
going on.
I think they still had it in 16.
Oh, I think 16 was the first I played, wasn't it? So
yeah. But yeah, should be interesting. I'm looking forward to it. Of course, I always love Horde Night.
I'm not.
Oh, yes, you are.
I'm not looking forward to Horde Night.
Stop it.
I always get morbidly depressed afterwards. I'm like, oh, but look what they did.
It's just a base.
All your hard work ruined.
They every time they ruin my hard work. They ruin it for me. They damage blocks that they didn't even touch. I don't even know how they do it.
I love Horde Night because I just go into Horde Night grinning ear to ear because all I can hear is just bang, 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 boom, 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 bang, 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 bang. And then to my redneck ears, that's just music, you know.
Don't get me wrong, it's enjoyable being able to have actually something to kill before J-Kid kills it. True. Because I don't usually get a chance. Because, you know me, ADHD, I'm like, ooh, shiny something. You know, I'll go, oh, I need that. And instead of actually running through the house killing everything, I'll just end up, you know. This is why I get snuck up on, because I get distracted by things.
Well, at least you can walk by the school buses.
Well, there's none left. In fact, I saw one yesterday, right? And I immediately went for it so that she couldn't have the satisfaction. It was spiteful. Yeah.
Megan, Nade usually records our Horde Nights. Get with her, you could probably see our actual Horde Nights.
Yeah, you could go over to Nade's channel. What's that?
I said, and they have been made public.
Mm-hmm. Yes, they have been made public now. You can go check them out. You can go watch my base tours. Yeah, I've nearly got down the uber white female tour guide. I've nearly got her down a bit.
There's a link to her channel if you want to
go
go watch them.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. I don't know if there's any proof on those ones of me falling into anything.
It happens at least once every Horde Night. At least
I know.
once.
I have constructed the mighty slopes.
Yeah.
I have constructed the mighty slopes as instructed. They are a bit close together though.
Are they?
Yeah. Don't get me wrong. I could thin them so they're not, you know, as many blocks wide, but I think it wouldn't work if they were any thinner.
Yeah. Yeah, because you know they'll go the path of least resistance. So
yeah, and there is another problem because 7 Days to Die. They don't have any normal slopes in that game. Everything has to be as steep as they can possibly make it. So it's a little bit steep, and there are blocks that are very similar to how the Simon Says base was, where they'll run up the slope, but they're gonna get their head stuck on the ceiling as they're running up.
Right.
which isn't a bad thing because it it pins them in place, but it may cause some issues
Have a good day at
in
work,
the
Kyler.
future. Have a good one, Carla, man. Have a good one, mate. But
Yeah.
it's a bit of an issue.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I'm going to sit down them 2 junk turrets and hopefully be able to keep up with keeping their ammo up. That last horde night, I swear I put my turret down and I'd look away for a second and look back and it's out of ammo. What the heck?
You have enough points in that to drop 2?
I should be able to drop 2. I don't know.
Hmm.
If I don't,
You have
if
to have
somebody
that perk
needs
maxed
another
out.
level 5, I've got one.
I have made a lot of the armor piercing 762.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Nice.
Hey, Brad, how you doing? I'm doing fine. A little tired,
What's going on, Brad?
which is not unusual, but yeah. Seems to be my everyday. A little tired.
A little tired.
Yeah.
I felt exhausted today. I don't know why. I had a good sleep.
That was me yesterday.
Just tired and wanted to sleep.
Yeah, slept the
I-
day away.
Probably could
And
have slept for a bit longer, to be honest.
it probably just caught up with you. You needed it.
Yeah. I could have slept for longer, but oh well. Hello, Brad. I hope you're good, mate. You'll be all right. Thank you for coming along to the stream
Brad.
earlier. Yeah, it was a bit of a. I liked earlier stream was okay. I don't. I feel like it could have been better.
I only caught the tail end of it.
Yeah, the last bit was just me slagging off other true crime YouTubers.
I was still waking up and chugging coffee at that moment. So
I thought that's just your default state, isn't it? Waking up, chugging coffee.
yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. It's been that way for 30 years at least.
Pretty much.
Oh,
I've
dear.
often said I actually died in the 80s. I just got so much caffeine in my system, my body refuses to lay down.
If you had a monster, you'd live forever.
No, those things would probably kill me because there's more in it than caffeine.
Well,
it's all need.
Taurine's good for you.
Mm-hmm.
It is. It's the spice of life, sir. The spice of life.
And they do taste good.
Well, some of them do, not all of them. I can't stand the taste of Red Bull, man. It's honking.
Red Bull's only good mixed with alcohol.
I'm not going down that road again, man. I've been there. I ain't doing it again. I can make glass in a Satisfactory now, by the way.
Okay, Nate. Look at that. She's all on the Neebs train now.
See?
See?
She watched all of the famous Horde nights.
I don't know.
Because I'd be interested to see what she thinks of some of them. I'll be honest, my favorite part of the entire series really was when they first settled down in those houses after the police station. When they had the Mexican border,
Yeah.
and then the lighthouse.
Oh yeah.
Hmm.
Deeper, wider.
Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah, Megan J. Neebs Gaming. It's a gaming channel that's we find to be absolutely hilarious.
We find it amusing.
Absolutely,
very
hilarious.
much so.
It's I can safely say it's my favorite YouTube channel.
It's not your typical gaming channel. It's not a sit down let's play. They do very cinematic.
Yeah, they'll play roles. They'll do characters more or less.
It's very nearly a TV show.
Yeah.
A fair way of describing it, I would say.
Yeah. I think my favorite Horde night of theirs was the really big fail in the underground base just before 18 come out.
A Journey's End.
Yeah, at a Journey's End, right? Yeah, in the haunted hotel they were in.
Yeah, I like that one. Yeah, because they used the glitch, didn't they, as a way of getting past the issue that they were having.
Yeah, And and they hinted at it in that video. I'm pretty sure somebody went in and up the settings before the Horde night. So
Yeah. You may have, possibly.
they do not deck train. They do not have minigun turrets, but they have shotgun turrets, SMG
And
turrets,
SMG also turrets, yeah.
and
Which is
jump
really the
turrets.
closest thing that you'll get to
Yeah.
a minigun in that game, really, is the auto turrets. To be honest, it's I'm not a fan of the weapons in 7 days. To be honest, I feel like it could have more variety.
Some of them I do. I'm really liking that Desert Vulture. I'm really liking it. And, the auto shotgun is nice. I like it.
Very helpful for clearing buildings.
Oh, absolute necessity for clearing buildings.
Yeah, dare you say?
Yeah. But yeah. The hunting rifle I would like if it wasn't a one-shot rifle. Shoot, reload, shoot, reload. Yeah, it's a little.
Why it's better to use the tactical assault rifle
Yeah.
instead.
Yeah,
Or
Mickey, the
marksman
M60 is nice, but it's a 7.62 eater. If you're not watching what you're doing, you will completely run through 2 or 3 stacks of 7.62 in a heartbeat.
Well, so is the assault rifle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I have a 3-burst mod on mine, so it only shoots in bursts of 3, so that I don't run through all my ammo.
Shit, dude, I go
that's what
through
it is by
Horde Night
default.
single shot and I still use on my 7.62. So, J Kid?
The assault rifle is default a burst rifle.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, without the
Yeah.
mod on it.
Does 7 days have intelligent or dumb zombies? Both.
They're intelligently stupid.
Yeah, they're supposed to have AI pathing. They kind of do. I honestly, I'm not confident enough to sit here and say that they have AI.
I mean, they do some really dumb things, but then they'll turn around and surprise you, like, "Holy crap!"
Yeah, like piling on top of each other, seemingly on purpose.
Yeah.
So that they can get to you.
Yep.
I have seen some new designs from certain YouTubers that I would certainly be interested in testing out as a part of the Horde base. I'm not doing it this Horde night. I don't have the time to set it up, but if provided we don't all, provided the tower doesn't come crumbling down and is actually a long-term Horde base, I would like to attach it to the base to see how it works.
Brad Young, I just killed Mr. Crowley in Fallout 3 to get the T-51 B power armor. Should I feel bad?
No.
Nah. It's good power armor.
Which one's Mr. Crowley?
He was the what are they called? They look like zombies.
Ghouls.
The ghouls. That was one of the. It was on one of the DLCs. Where you jump on the riverboat and go to an island.
Oh, DLC, I wouldn't know. I didn't play any of the DLCs.
Yeah.
Fallout 3 was a difficult game to play because of the sheer amount of crashing that would happen whilst trying to play it. The map was huge.
I just hate Fallout's combat system.
Oh, well, you don't have to use VATS if that's your problem.
Yeah, but I never had crashing. I had much more crashing on Skyrim. Even unmodded Skyrim crashed for me more than Fallout 3 did.
I always had problems with Fallout 3. It would always crash, lag. But yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I had no problem playing either good guy or bad guy on Fallout 3. The only thing I didn't do, because I'd done it once just to see, is drop the bomb on Megaton.
Oh, I did that, yeah. Penny Tower.
And I didn't do it again because it didn't do what I wanted it to do. Because I wanted it to kill what's her name? What,
Oh,
Moira?
Moira. You were, it's irrational at this point, right? I don't know why you hate her so much.
Oh, because she's
Oh
annoying.
dear, what's the matter, Bloodwing? I need to get Dax. Dax sounds exactly like her. It's kind of scary.
Yeah.
What's the matter, dear?
Well, he lives up in that area, so he could, do the whole. Oh my gosh,
It's
she
kind of
annoys
scary
the
how
crap
much he
out of
sounds
me.
like her. There's that weird bug as well in the game where if you clone her into the game, she'll talk to herself. It's really weird. Obviously
Yeah.
intentional, but
I'll never forget the first time I dropped a bomb on Megaton. And so then, I set up on the tower with what's his name and watched it blow. And then I ran over there to check out the big hole. And there's Moira, looking a little worse for wear, but very much alive. Doggone it.
you couldn't go the shortcut about killing her, could you? You couldn't just shoot her.
No.
You had to drop an entire nuke and kill everybody in the town, including children.
But why not? They were a bunch of crazy worshiping the bomb.
Right, but not everybody in Megaton is a part of Children of the Atom. And this is Fallout. Everyone in Fallout's crazy. Come on.
Well, it's true.
I don't think there's a single sane person in that entire franchise, is there?
The character you play?
Yeah.
Well, it depends how you play it, really. Is it a sane thing to willingly walk out of a vault into the nuclear wasteland?
I mean, if you've been stuck down there, absolutely.
Well, go out for more than just a wander, just more than a breath of fresh air. Is that sane?
Talking about it now, I want to play. I haven't played in forever.
Fallout 3 is good. I did love Vegas as well.
I don't have it on my PC. Never did. It was always on my 360 that I played it. That may be why I didn't get crashes, because I played it on the 360.
Yeah, I used to get crashes on Fallout 3 on PlayStation 3.
See, that's what you get for playing that Japanese crap.
I do have it on PC. I've never played it on PC, mind you. It's been a long time.
Brad Young says, I never said thanks for telling me about the hollow rock outside Megaton, Alex. So thank you. It helped a lot. What hollow rock?
For fuck's sake. Fuck me, I just got to remind me now.
I
probably
you don't remember it, but you're welcome.
Yeah, I don't remember it, but yeah, you are welcome, sir. You are more than welcome. I don't know. I can't remember what you're referring to, so I'm very sorry about that. But yeah. I want to play 7 Days to Die.
The collective memory in this stream.
What collective
Sad,
memory?
really?
Just a little bit.
What collective memory?
Exactly. It's like a giant, it's a giant bucket of holes in it. A large colander, if you will. If anything.
Non-crazy cat lady trying to stir the rabble.
What's she doing? I have to go, but before I do, can everyone in the chat do me a favor? No. No worries, Alex. Too many people you keep track of. Yeah, I know. Too many games I keep track of these days.
Hey, MC, and thanks for the like.
Hey. Back to the grind.
Yeah.
He's a good boy coming in.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Megan.
Yeah. Adulting sucks, doesn't it, MC?
I wish I could go back to work. Probably your fault.
Probably. Everything else is, I think.
Well, I blame the YouTube Premiere music, intro music for the MS.
Oh God! Well, that's possible. That is possible.
I don't think
making music.
Oh yeah.
Good. It's like whoever was in charge of picking that and saying, "Oh, this would be good music to play for the premiere," should be drawn and quartered.
I'm telling you, it was Susan.
Oh,
She picked it personally.
Yeah, she's the author. It's like she's the one. She's the artist.
oh,
Use that term. Created it.
good Lord.
You don't, Megan. I don't believe you. If you did, you'd be on my side. You'd be a part of Team Awu. Not instead of out here doing the Uwu crew thing. Talking about my precious bubbles. They're mine. You can look. But you touch them, I'll bite your hand off. Not above biting people.
With long,
I'm
sharp,
gonna test
pointy
that theory
teeth.
one of these days.
What's that, J Kid?
I'm gonna test that theory one of these days.
I'll bite you. I'll bite your kneecaps.
Long.
I ever
sharp...
get over?
Go ahead.
I ever get over my fear of flying?
Go by boat.
Yeah.
That's
Be a hell of a
expensive,
boat
man.
ride.
You'd be on it for maybe 5 days on a ship on a cruise just to go attempt to steal someone's bubbles.
That amazes me, son. As afraid of heights as you are, and I know you're very afraid of heights. You didn't have any problem up on the top of the Sears Tower. Not that I recall.
That's because I wasn't afraid of heights as a kid. I don't know what happened or when it started.
Your mom did, however. She froze up there and had her back against the furthest wall away from the windows the whole time.
I think the taller I got, the more afraid I got.
Yeah, I'm not afraid of heights. I'm not afraid of. I mean, I have some phobias, a couple.
Spiders being one of them.
Yeah, I'm extremely arachnophobic, and that's no lie. And
As am I. I ain't gonna lie about that.
And I have a form of agoraphobia, which causes me to panic in crowds. That's a big one.
I don't know if that's really agoraphobia rather than social anxiety.
I looked it up, and it's considered a form of agoraphobia.
Or a deep-seated hatred of society.
Well, there's probably that feeds into it as well.
Goddamn people be doing people things. Yeah. Assholes. Oh my god, the way I
gain some weight, so if you tip over, you'll just bounce. I can't gain weight if I try.
Yeah, weebles wobble, but they don't fall down.
Spiders are they're a big problem for me as well, along with snakes. I can't do snakes either.
My dad's severely afraid of snakes. I respect them, being a redneck and knowing that there are many numerous poisonous snakes in the United States. But I'm not afraid of them.
See, why would you want to have a pet snake? No, it doesn't like you.
Deck Train, he's built very much like me, just slightly taller. I'm 6 foot. I think he's 6'1". So it's a little bit of both. We have very long torsos and long legs, both.
Mr. Long-legged Mac Daddy. What's the name of that preacher who said that about Obama? He hated Obama.
I don't know.
Some of our comedians featured him in skit shows over here because, we found him hilarious because he would just go off on these massive tangents about Obama, and we, us being Brits, just like we don't know what's going on here, but this is amusing. His most famous was Mr. Long-legged Mac Daddy. Is it pimping out America? I'm like, well, I don't know. I don't know what he's talking about. I don't know what his problem with Obama was, but I was just like, okay, this is entertaining. I don't know what his problem is, but I enjoy it. Whatever Obama did, Yeah, he upset him.
Well, I know why I have problems with him, but I don't know what his problem is now.
Yeah, to be fair, at the time, I wasn't, politically minded at that particular time. It was very early in Obama's reign as commander and king of the United States. You guys have kings, right?
That's how it works.
Yeah,
Commander and king.
But they only get the throne for a max of 8 years. So
I feel like one day someone is going to try and stay on that throne.
Wouldn't surprise me.
You're welcome to try, I guess.
I mean, personally, I wouldn't try. I know what happens.
Yeah.
I don't fancy that, but yeah.
I mean, we fought a war 244 years ago to get rid of a king. We're not likely to bring any back.
You lot are just successful pirates when you think about it.
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
Don't forget, the golden age of piracy was, America 1.0. Yeah, that was the first attempt, the experiment.
Well, during the Revolutionary War, that's really basically all we were as pirates, because we didn't have much of a navy, so it was hit and run.
Guerrilla tactics are a pain in the ass, as the American military found out in Vietnam, as we found out in the Revolution.
Yeah, and we had this little baby navy up against the at the time superpower navy of the world in Britain.
Yeah, but the thing is, with a man of war, have you ever seen one of those things turn to port? Exactly. Exactly. Right. You could back in those days, you could dick a man of war with a boat, like a little rowing boat.
Yeah.
Because those bloody things, well, huge in comparison to a little boat. So,
but
that's why we had to depend on the French of all people.
Yep. Yeah, they helped us in the Navy thing.
That's actually really sad when you think about it. Like, we're your dad, right? And you hated us so much that you decided to ally with the French, of all people. Like, nobody hates us more than the friend. Like, come on.
That's why we chose them. Oh, you hate them too? Come on over.
See,
the enemy of my enemy is my friend.
And then you just banish them back to Canada, I guess.
Pretty much. After the war,
Blame. Okay. It's America's fault for poutine and share.
I've never had poutine, but I have seen it, and honestly, I'd probably like it. But,
I
would try
probably
it.
Would.
Right?
Yeah, I'd try it. Yeah, but French people are just. I mean, come on. They're not that bad. Well, to be fair, it's not that you beat the British. It's that you beat a tyrant of a king that was also oppressing his own people at the time. So there's no hatred between us. It's understandable. I'd have done it too.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Dad, you piece of shit. You're overtaxing me and shit.
With no representation.
Exactly. See, I get it. I understand.
Yeah, and it all worked out in the end.
King Charles was a dick.
Yeah, England and America have been staunch allies for quite a few years now. So
there was the bit that after that kind of gives me some concerns, if I'm honest with you. The whole civil war, and then us kind of operating a proxy. Backing the South, which I don't think that we would do in the current year. I don't.
No, probably not. Probably not. But you wanted that cotton.
But, well, we did. We did want it.
Yeah. And no Ryan Rollins, it hasn't failed yet, but soon. I can feel it working.
That's the thing. That's the ultimate British weakness. We like a good what you call a sweater, we call a jumper.
Yeah.
And we can't turn. It's cold over here. We have unpredictable weather. You know, we sometimes have snow in the winter. Snow in summer. You know, so it's our ultimate weakness for terrible weather, basically.
Yeah.
That's the problem. We're
Only
defeated
difference
by
there
weather,
is,
effectively.
but by the time of the Civil War, we did have a navy,
Mm.
and we just blockaded the southern ports.
And the movie Master and Commander is a movie where the movie's plot is a Royal Navy ship versus a French ship or a Spanish ship. I can't remember, but that's actually not the story behind it. It was actually an American ship that it was chasing. I would like to know about that. It was French, Silius. Thank you for correcting me. Can we agree on the fact that Canadians are terrible people?
The
Feel
snow
like we
Mexicans.
Yeah, the snow Mexicans, the snowbacks, maplebacks, whatever you want to call them. They are our problem in the current year, and I think we should ally against them.
I just learned the other day in Alex's stream that they have a military.
They do.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Actually,
I didn't know that.
the Canadian military actually took one of the beaches on D-Day. Yeah.
I thought it was just Mounties and Moose.
They rode in on armored battle moose.
That's
let's
their
be
cavalry.
Let's be fair. If you've seen a cavalry of battle moose running at you, you're going to run the other way.
Well, yes, I definitely. Well, I mean, I would shimmy away. You only hate us because we left. No, you're still a part of us. I don't know if you noticed, but your money has my queen on it.
Yeah.
That means we own you.
Hasn't been a completely clean break there yet, guys. Let's be honest.
Yeah, they're like we don't really want them, but they're like that. That one side chick that you had in high school that you kept around because, well, you couldn't always rely on other women for the poontang. So I get it. I understand it. Yes, you're a part of the Commonwealth. Scooter. Yeah.
But yeah, I'll give them their props where props are due. The Canadian military played a significant role in different parts of World War II for the Allies. So
they also did burn down. Well, they didn't burn down the White House. We did via Canada, but they only were able to help us because of maple syrup. I'm certain of it. Absolutely.
Did they draft the peace treaty?
Well, with maple syrup.
Yeah, wrote it maple syrup. Yeah,
that's what I thought. They didn't actually have ink. They're not allowed pens. For as cupped as the UK is, there's Canada, always making us look and feel good about ourselves. Maple syrup and beaver pelts. That's what I imagine.
Well, let's be honest. There probably wouldn't be a Canada if it weren't for beaver pelts. So
all you need, y'all would be Germans without us. No. Are you Canadian? In which case, no. And if you're American, also no. I think you'll find that the Russians are the ones who plowed into Belgium, not the Americans or the British or the Canadians. Definitely not the Canadians, obviously. But yeah. Learn your history, bub.
Well, we darn near met in the middle, but the Russians did beat us to Berlin by a few days. So.
How you let the Russians get there before you?
They're closer.
Yeah. Pretty much. We had to start on the French coast and move in.
Yeah, but think about it like on a mobility level, right? You guys, you may have had to go across the Atlantic and then, stop off at the UK for a quick break, grab us, as you do with your mates, and then run across to France and fight that battle. But the Russians, have you seen the Russians?
And
even back then. Even back then, come on, No,
and
they must have walked.
The Russians did it using a lot of equipment that we gave them. So,
Yeah, I mean, the Russians weren't getting anywhere without help themselves.
but yeah, that Russian winter has been the downfall of many a would-be conqueror throughout history.
And Napoleon being the best example of such.
And Hitler had forgot that. Yeah. They ain't
Silly
no joke.
sausage.
He didn't forget it. He was just arrogant.
Mm-hmm.
He is. Yeah, I'm a subscriber to the idea, the concept that small man syndrome is the downfall of many a leader.
Mm-hmm.
Many a man in general, really.
Let me tell you right now, the Russian winters are no joke, folks. No joke.
Isn't it winter in like Russia and all the time anyway?
Pretty much, I think.
Do they? I swear, like, do they even know what heat is?
Yeah, I mean, according to all the movies I've watched, it always seems to be winter there, or cold anyway.
Grilling Pirate Pete. Hitler never played Risk as a kid.
Yeah.
You ever played Risk?
Oh yeah, we have, and we also. J-Kid and I used to play Axis and Allies too.
Risk, man. Unless you're playing on a computer, that game just never ends. Never. Just goes on and on and on and on.
Not all of us have the attention span of an ant, you know. So
I wasn't aware ants had attention spans to begin with.
Exactly.
I thought they received messages from the Queen.
Exactly. You're just proving my point here.
And I'm being interrupted by my son again. Please excuse me. What are you doing? So, go toilet, boy. It's nothing to do with you, is it? Go toilet and go back to bed. Just go toilet.
There's cobwebs, apparently.
Spider's not going to get you.
Sounds like you trying to go to the bathroom.
Yeah, it does.
What? It sounds like me.
No, me.
No, him.
So, well, I would go to the toilet right now, but there's a spider in there, and you know how I feel about spiders, which is fair, very fair.
Yeah, that's one thing I miss about my grandkids living here. I got nobody to holler to come kill the spider for me. Gotta kill it myself.
Shush your face, Ryan.
But
I don't usually respond to Ryan. I just let him get on with it. But
short attention span and only getting messages from the Queen, that kind of fits you.
Liz ain't gonna message me.
What?
Mostly because I don't pay attention. She's like, "Oh, that's bald bag." Alexander, he never pays attention to the things I have to say.
But he's so handsome.
Yeah, I'm handsome, but I can't pay attention to what you have to say. I'm sorry.
No, Dick Tran, he gave 4 showers a day. He didn't. Take 4
Oh,
showers.
no.
What do you mean? No. What do you mean? No.
Oh, Lord.
You can't invite J-Kid as well as me onto a stream and not like expect that kind of
YouTube,
humor.
in case you're listening, we can say that because we have Jewish blood. Okay, we seriously do.
Is that the,
I mean, unless they're reading the chat, they don't know what I'm saying.
Well, actually, they do.
Yes, they do.
Have you ever turned on captions during a live stream?
No.
Can't say that I have, but I have heard about people that have. And
I recommend you do that right now because that will disprove your theory, sir. Yeah.
I don't even know how to do it.
It's YouTube in real time can tell you what you're saying. Don't get me wrong, it's not the best system in the world. I mean, it's YouTube at the end of the day, but they can pick up what we're saying in our videos and live streams as well, so that they can freshly demonetize us at any moment. It's
yes, Stop the hate speech.
Stop the hate
There
speech.
you go, Hayes.
Hey, yeah, how you doing?
Hello, Della Hayes. It's been a while, mate. You're right. Oh, I'm really looking forward to playing 7 Days today.
Yeah, I am too. I always look forward to Horde 9.
Well, I mean, I don't, but
Well, it's not my base getting destroyed, so I enjoy it.
well, yes, it is. It's all of ours.
Yeah.
It's a post-apocalyptic communist society,
Uh-huh.
and that's the
It's
only
ours
time.
until we say it's ours, and then it's his.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's ours until you know.
If it fails, it's Alex. Your base failed.
It's only mine whilst I'm building it, as far as I'm concerned. When it has the potential to be damaged, it's ours.
Yeah,
And,
yeah,
you don't
yeah.
need to start helping after with the cleanup.
I
Can't
have.
Can't rely on Canadians to do it.
I absolutely have.
I was gonna say I usually do.
Yeah.
But breaking spikes isn't enough.
Well,
know,
somebody has to walk the beat and protect your backs while you're out there beating on stuff.
Yeah, I know, but you could help fill in the insurance claim.
Oh, okay.
You know, they hate me because I'm always there. Like, come on, pay out. Come on, I've only got 7 days to get the next one done.
I mean, if breaking spikes isn't enough, then I'll just stop doing that because why bother?
Oh no, do that.
If I'm gonna be lazy, I might as well go full force lazy.
Please don't do that.
Yeah, no, you don't want to do that.
That's
I've seen his version of full force.
my superpower.
Yeah.
Super laziness.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to experience that, if I'm honest. I need help. I need on many different aspects of my life, but especially.
I was about to say I'm not certified for that.
I'm a needy person, obviously, but no. When it comes to the Horde base, I do appreciate the assistance. I'm hoping Nade can get the other parts of it painted in time, but I'm not so sure she'll have the time to do it. I like it. Yeah. Well, there was paint making.
No, GD, you're not worthless. You're comic relief, which is important to any operation.
Yeah, I agree.
But
GD, you do the mining.
Yeah.
I wish you were a bit quicker about it though, and getting it back to base. But you're not worthless. You do more than Mickey does.
And you actually killed a zombie down in your mine the other day, so I'm proud of you. I'm still proud of you for that.
I'm 1/4 Simon. That's unfortunate.
Not even the good part.
Yeah. But no, I love Simon. Afro's still my favorite and probably always will be, but I love Simon. Simon's funny.
I do like Simon myself.
Are you a man?
Are you a man? I do.
What's on the docket for your stream today?
Oh, what on Twitch?
Yep.
Satisfactory, sir. Satisfactory. I'm actually playing it right now. It's driving me mad. I am getting antagonized by it quite a bit at the moment, but yeah, it's all right. It's fine. Fine.
Yeah. If something like that appeals to you, yeah, get 7 days. It is a fun game. Just be aware that it's been in alpha for what? How long now?
Oh, 7 years.
Yeah. And it has still got some glitchiness, and it has its issues.
7 years to alpha.
Yeah. They need to change their name. 7 years to beta.
I will say this though: if you're interested in getting 7 days, you want to have friends to play with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
with each successive build, 16, 17, 18, now 19, they have moved further and further towards it being
Yeah, it used
mostly
to
a
be
multiplayer game.
quite a viable thing to play on your own.
Yeah.
And you wouldn't really get bored. You could still do it with relative, ease. Um, it's not anymore. It's
I mean, and you can still play it alone. I do. Um, but it's becoming harder and harder to do it and be viable because there's so many things you have to split your attention between.
yeah, it is difficult to do. So it's not impossible. You can do it. We wouldn't want to put you off buying it and experiencing it for yourself, but
Yeah,
Monkey
not
does
at all.
it. Monkey does it on his channel.
yeah, it's unfortunately it's one of those games now where it's if you want to play it, it's best to play with friends. Um, in my personal opinion, I don't
Mine
think
too.
I'll ever play it again on my own. I don't think I'll ever play it again on my own.
Well, if for no other reason, it's just fun to play with friends.
Oh
you know.
yeah,
And we
definitely.
have a great time, and it's hilarious. And even though once in a while we yell at each other, and
You could change the method in which you play to make it more viable. You know, you could go outside the box a little bit with how you play. You could play the same way that I realize that I'm using this as an example because it's the only one I could think of. But when I played with Dax and his brothers, we didn't. Uh, I was building a horde base for a long time before we ever actually used it, and we never mess with time. What we do is we get to horde night, and we'd either a drive around to escape the horde all night, occasionally stopping to dick a few of them to get some loot or whatever, or we'd go to a random building and we'd fight the horde from the building. No defenses, no nothing.
yeah,
Which is admittedly a very fun thing to do. I must admit, but not exactly the most viable thing to do if you want to survive, because you probably will die, admittedly. But yeah, it is quite fun to stand on top of some railings and fight the horde from them.
Simius, it's really not. I wouldn't call 7 Days to Die grindy at all. It's just that you have so many things you have to think about if you're playing alone because you've got to consider what are you going to do in 7 days for the horde. You've got to have something prepared. You've got to go out and get supplies. You got to make sure you eat and drink because that's become more of an issue as they've in later builds and all that's there's a lot to consider. And it's just easier if you have multiple people. This person goes out and does this job. This person goes out and does that job. That kind of
Yeah, it just makes life easier.
Yeah.
It's not impossible to play, but it's going to be a lot harder. And that's probably, but then again, you could change the options to make life easier for you. You can jack up the amount of loot that spawns.
Yeah, and if you're going to play solo, I would highly recommend expanding the days. Making the days longer, so that you have more time to get things done, and jacking up the loot drops because you don't have multiple people out getting supplies. You're going to need that.
Yeah, you are going to need that pretty much. So it's not cheating; it's just making life more viable for you.
I haven't yet, Shio. I haven't yet, and at this rate, I may make it to the end of the stream. I don't know. Never know about the old man's bladder. It has a mind of
That'd
its
be a
own.
first.
But I say you've not gone, Tinkle.
Nope, no,
Yet.
not yet. It's working on me. I feel it. But
Mind you, that seems to be a more reoccurring issue I have, especially when live streaming these days. Is needing to go, and I'm definitely not a fan of that.
Yeah.
Not a fan of that at all, because it does make me concerned what type of MS I have.
Yeah, don't jinx it.
He's
Cynical said, yeah.
he's got an adult diaper just to jack with chat.
Yeah.
You do.
Yeah. Yeah. It feels so good to just let it go.
That's why
Listen
you're
carefully. You can hear it crinkle every now and then.
No, I'm not to the adult diapers yet. It may happen, but
I don't think you'll ever get to that stage. I don't think you'd allow it, would you?
I don't know. My dad has to wear them. Not because he's so senile that he can't go. It just he has accidents,
Hmm.
So it depends. Oh, I see what you did there, Simius. I see what you did
Get yourself a catheter. There you go. Boom.
there. No, I had one after my surgery, and not a fan.
Go through the belly button, not through the peen.
And
Is anybody a fan of catheters?
I don't know. I don't know if they are. They're weird.
I would prefer to have it go through my belly button.
Yeah, because when they pull that thing out, it's not pleasant.
No, I can't imagine it would be. To be honest with you.
It's like my pee hole isn't that big.
Well, it can fit it, unfortunately.
It does. But you're like,
I'd
how?
rather piss myself. You're not sticking that down there. Just no.
I'm just glad that I was out cold when they put it in. So,
Oh yeah, but was you awake for when they took it out?
oh yeah, very much so. The nurse kind of grabbed a hold of it and said, "Okay, gonna pull it on 3. 1, 2, yank." Yeah.
See, that's just.
That nurse might have got punched.
She
I
may
was
have
too
died.
busy going, "Ow!"
That's why she does it. That's why she pulled it, mate. So you couldn't catch her.
Well, let's face it, after that surgery, I couldn't even catch a snail.
Catch a cold. Bless you. Oh man, I'm not letting him do it. Yeah, it's not happening. If I don't want to end up like my brother, I'll be honest with you, I can't do it. I would not want to continue living if I end up like my brother, and permanently catheterized, permanently, having carers and unable to wash yourself
Yeah.
correctly. You have my full permission to shoot my ass, to put me out of my misery. You need to Lenny my ass, basically.
And for those of you that don't know, my father just recently, week before last, fell in the shower. He got the bright idea he was going to go shower himself instead of calling for the nurse, and slipped and fell and broke his ribs, punctured a lung, broke his nose,
Ow.
and knocked some teeth out.
Ow.
And according to him, he ended up with his head in a trash can. So,
Also, ow.
so yeah.
You have a trash can in the shower?
No, he fell out of the shower into the trash
Oh.
can.
Yeah, he could have been having what I call a bucket shower. You take the bucket with you, you turn it upside down, and just sit on it.
Well, to hear him tell it, he was using the shower chair or stool or whatever you call it, and he soaked himself up and got up, and then off he went.
Have you spoken to him today at all?
Not today, no.
Okay.
No. I did speak to him the other day because he called me by accident.
Bless him.
But yeah, he still hasn't figured out cell phones at all.
To be fair, mate, I don't blame him.
Yeah.
I don't blame him at all.
At least he gave me a chance to speak to him because I couldn't go see him while he was in the hospital because, COVID-19, you can't.
Yeah. It's a very frustrating thing. I get it. It's not nice. place.
No, it's not. And if I want to, I've checked into it. If I want to go see him where he's at now, I have to set up a prior appointment, and they will let us visit outside.
I see.
Can't go. And that only for like 15 or 20 minutes, something like that. So.
Well, I certainly feel for him. I wish him a speedy recovery, of course.
Yeah.
Nice. Especially after what happened to Prince of Queens last year. It's, those things go through your head, don't they?
Yeah.
That was the first thing I thought of when you said it. And it immediately made my heart sink a bit. It's not something that I particularly would like to think about, and I imagine you especially.
Well, he knew better, and he just got cocky and decided, I'm going to do this on my. And I get it. You don't want to have to depend on somebody else to shower you, and that's a private thing, and unless you've got help in there of the fun kind.
Oh, yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. I love if Vanilla Bear is doing it. I like making her do it because not because it's sexy fun time, but because I'm seeing her off, and I love any opportunity to see her off. Does that make me a dick? I don't know. I just like antagonizing her. Yeah, I wouldn't like a rando to come around my house to pick me up off the floor because my wibbly wobbly legs won't work and wash me.
Calm down, Mickey. Nobody cares but you.
What's the matter with what's she?
She's going off because I called it COVID.
That was me. I did it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Because you called it COVID.
Yeah. Everybody knew what I was talking about. So calm down.
Calm down, Spurgy Pants.
Pick your
I
battle.
did it to get the rise out of her. I'm having my fun. You guys go.
See, and this is why there's a lot of stress in your life, Mickey, because you just can't leave well enough alone.
You got to learn to pick your battle, sweetie.
Especially have you met J-Kid? Because even I know better than to argue with Kid. I don't know.
I think you just said I cause a lot of stress in her life. I'll take it.
It's not that you specifically cause a lot of stress in her life. It's just that she doesn't know to not argue with you.
Yeah, that's fair.
For whatever reason. Like
he's looking for that reaction. That's what he's looking for. Don't give him that and he'll move on.
He wants that. And to be fair, I do it to you as well, Mickey. So I don't understand like why you know
trolling 101.
Yeah, I do it to you because I want to set you off. It's why I sometimes randomly shout when we're playing, because it scares the shit out of you. It's nice to not be the only Spurg in the village.
And here I sit back just laughing at all of you.
Old man.
Yeah. Well, you get my age, it's all you got is to just laugh at the world.
I suppose so.
The other day I was talking about some things on Twitter and you're like, you're talking like you're going to go. Well, no, I don't know.
Yeah, you were talking like you were going to die. I was like, why are you talking like that?
That wasn't my point. That wasn't my point at all. And no one knows when they're going to go, when they're going to die.
Who's executor on the fucking will?
You could be 20 years old and die.
Of course, yeah.
It did read very ominously, though.
It did. It was like, is he all right?
Yeah.
You can't help but think about your own mortality when you hit 60 years old because you've got a whole lot less left on this world than when you started. But no,
mate, it sounded like fucking the Green Mile or some shit. No.
It even made me think about texting you.
Consider it.
Think about it. I didn't do it. But.
Yeah,
you'd probably be fine. You'd be all right. You'd be sound.
No, because it doesn't worry me. I'm okay with going whenever it happens. I would like to live to see my great grandchildren, but that's just a want to, you know. That's it. Doesn't bother me.
Assuming that that's going to be a thing.
With 10 grandkids, somebody's going to have kids eventually. I would be very surprised if out of 10 grandkids, all of them remain childless.
Yeah, well, you have to. You've heightened the probability, definitely.
Yeah. You know, and I think that would be enjoyable. I would like to see my great grandkids. I just think that'd be cool. But
Was try not dying then.
well, I'm not trying to.
It sounds like you are.
Nah, I'm okay with it either way.
Shouldn't be okay with it. You should want to hold on to life.
Yeah.
Hold on to it for longer than necessary.
Have you seen the world lately? Come
Yeah,
on.
I went back inside. You have that option, Dad. You can go back inside, and then boom, there's games. All of a sudden, you know.
Nah, I wouldn't be fatalistic, and no, I don't know something y'all don't. You know, other than that, I'm old, and sure, it could happen, and I'm I'm not just at the top of the list for stroke risk. I'm off the top of the list for risk of stroke. It's not a matter of if, it's probably a matter of when. But you know,
Well, I can't tell you to not eat bacon
well, it
because
wouldn't
that
do you
would
any
make worse-
good.
make worse than death, to be honest. And that would make me hypocritical, considering I'm a dirty smoker. My diet mainly comprises of toffee yogurts, cigarettes, energy drinks, and fruit pastel. So I'm not going to tell you how to live your life. I'm not going to do that. But if you could avoid it. For just a
Well,
little
I
bit.
don't want to. Seriously,
Sounds like
don't want to. Nothing scares me worse than not being able to communicate. You know.
Not the good kind, Simius.
Yeah.
Get that faggot. No, you shut your mouth, Simius.
Has a completely
Sir.
different meaning over here.
I know, and it's great, isn't it? I love the fact that we have similar words for things, but they mean something completely different. Offensive,
Yeah.
in fact. I like that, because when I went to America, I never gave myself the opportunity to use that kind of language in front of Americans on purpose. And I do regret it not doing that, because I would have loved to have seen the reaction.
Bacon is cynical, Lindsay, is good anytime, all the time.
Any meal of the day.
Yeah, and I have some in my freezer. But
And yes, Simius, of course, it's a good type of stroke. You know, you're just not thinking outside the box here, sir.
But no, both of my parents have had strokes, and in fact, they're pretty sure that's probably what killed my mother. So, yeah, it's
On one hand, you have a bad stroke. With one hand, you have a good stroke.
yeah.
I mean, potentially you
It's a
could
swing
have a
wave.
bad stroke, and with one hand. You could.
I mean, I've never experienced a bad stroke with one hand.
I'm just saying you could. You could snap your
I
banjo.
beat that shit like a pinata.
What happens? A bad stroke is when you break your banjo, when you snap your banjo, which doesn't. I don't believe it happens often when stroking with one hand, not the other type of stroke. But I don't believe that it's impossible.
And sorry to hear that, Sean. He says he had 2 strokes by the time he was 46. Sorry to hear that. Sorry.
Jim being 2 strokes by 46, somebody doesn't like you.
Yeah.
Unfortunate.
Yeah. Phil City says, I just had some bacon with beer, so good. Bacon's good with everything. Serious. I can't think of a single thing that bacon would not be good with. Bacon and bananas. Sure. Okay.
Get out, Sheogorath. Get out.
No, I appreciate that one for a change.
I don't. It causes me pain.
I've ate peanut butter and bacon sandwiches. Good. It's good.
All right, Elvis.
Even better if you fry them. Yeah.
See, that's how I know you're probably going to die of a stroke, or at least have a stroke. You're horrid. Your diet is horrid.
Actually, I do pretty well.
What is wrong with you?
Actually, I talk a big game, but I do pretty well. We don't eat out very often, and I eat a lot of things that, and I'm very aware of the labeling and the cholesterol level and all that stuff. So.
He does a lot better than I do, for sure.
Yeah.
Do you buy that butter that's supposed to lower your cholesterol?
No. I don't use a lot of butter, actually. I mean, I use it in cooking, of course.
Right, frying a steak in butter is always a good idea.
And I will butter my toast when I make toast, but
dry toast is honking. Otherwise,
yeah.
What's the point? You may as well just eat a bit of cardboard.
Exactly. Bacon wrapped chicken breast cooked in barbecue sauce. Yeah, I'm down. My doctor wouldn't like it. My arteries wouldn't like it, but
I don't. My diet must be awful, man. Like, it's not cholesterol in my veins. It's just primarily sugar.
Not much of a sweets eater. Well, more now than I was when I was younger, but still not a lot.
Yeah, I'm more now than what I was when I was younger, but I don't think I eat that much in terms of sweets. I mean, okay, in a day I'll eat 4 tubes of fruit pastels maybe, if they're there. But I'm not seeking them out. I am a dumbass. J-Kid has been watching my Twitch streams, and he's been watching me build the mega base, attempting to build the mega base. And it's gonna be one of them streams, mate, where I get nothing done, where it looks like I've done nothing.
Well, that's every stream. That's even
Uh,
how I advertised your last stream.
Gull City, Johnny Blaze, leave the hot dogs out of that equation, and I do. I'm not a hot dog fan. Don't much care for hot dogs. I'll eat them if I have to. But, not a fan.
Diggity dog. Sorry.
Just don't. I just don't like them too much. But I will eat them. There's only 2 things that I know of that I just won't eat, and I have eaten, because you get those people. Oh, you just haven't tried it fixed right. Okay, well, fix it right for me, and I'll try it. And still, nah.
Liver
is one, and asparagus is the other. Not a fan of asparagus, and I love veggies. Broccoli is one of my favorite things to eat. Love broccoli.
Rabbit food.
I like broccoli.
I love broccoli.
I don't eat it on its own. That's just weird.
No, but a good broccoli with cheese sauce and maybe some chicken. Yeah.
As a the vegetable side, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
You don't eat it on its own. What's wrong with you?
I don't eat vegetables.
I do. I like vegetables.
Yeah.
But I mean, I won't eat
potatoes.
them.
I don't count them.
Fair.
I think cynical with me is not as much taste as texture. I think it's a texture thing with me with asparagus. I just no, don't like it in my mouth.
Ranch recently by an American friendo, and they're getting to the point where I may propose soon.
Oh,
because they not only sent me ranch, but they also sent me some American barbecue.
Oh,
so yeah,
Is
yet
there
to have
any
the
other
real.
kind than American barbecue?
Yes, there are other brands. But personally, I prefer the Kansas City Devil Wings barbecue.
Well,
Uh,
Kansas City's good for barbecue, yeah.
Has a nice kick to it that I can appreciate.
What barbecue did they send you?
Oh, I say it's a Heinz brand. We have Heinz over here in the UK, but I'm fairly sure that we don't have that particular one that she sent. It's a Heinz barbecue sauce. I have yet to have a meal that is suitable for such a sauce. Same with the ranch as well. I've tasted ranch though. I've tasted our version of ranch. Very very different. Very very different to
Oh, I love
American
a good
ranch.
ranch dressing. Oh gosh, yes.
Of all the brands of barbecue that she could have sent you,
She sent you
and she sent you
Heinz.
Heinz.
Yeah, I know. I would have preferred something with a bit more of a kick to it, but something more American in my mind. I mean, Heinz, we have Heinz over here, but I'm fairly sure we can't get that particular one.
And what do
It's
you
a
mean
thought that
no
counts, I
mushrooms?
suppose.
What do you mean no
Pardon?
mushrooms, Megan Jade? Mushrooms are great.
I like mushrooms fried.
Mm-hmm.
It's the only way to have them.
Just
Well, portobello mushrooms fried and then filled with cheese.
I love them just with some butter in the skillet and saute them. Oh, oh yeah,
Mm.
absolutely.
Sweet baby Ray's rice and sweet. I wonder what salad cream. Oh, salad. I've told you guys about salad cream before, haven't I? Because I don't believe that's like an American thing, is it? Salad cream.
I think your guys' salad cream is like our Miracle Whip.
Yeah, because even though it comes in a jar and it's used like a mayonnaise replacement in America, it's technically a salad dressing.
Salad cream is a salad dressing. It's very vinegary, if that is
Yeah,
indeed a term.
yeah, it sounds
It's
like Miracle Whip.
yeah, I think it's like basically a much more watered down but much more vinegary version of mayo. I'm not the biggest fan of mayo. Honest.
Oh, I like real mayonnaise. Absolutely.
But it depends on the brand.
Hellman's. Hellman's all the way.
I have Hellman's over here as well, but I don't know. I don't like too much. It goes best on like a cold meat sandwich.
Yeah.
Rather than anything kind of cooked.
Yeah, I like real mayo, and I like Miracle Whip too. It just depends on what I'm eating.
We did it again, Budwing. We couldn't go a street without talking about games and/or food.
Well, what else is there?
I don't know.
Gaming and food. Well, there's rock and roll, but
We're talking right now.
yeah.
Games, food, and rock and roll. You are getting old. It went from sex, drugs, and rock and roll to games, food, and rock
Yes,
and roll.
I did. Yeah, I did.
The distinct lack of slippers involved in this conversation.
But I just feel like the shape the world's in today. People need a little break from it and talk about things that are nice and enjoyable. So,
I don't like slippers.
you don't like slippers. I don't like shoes or socks.
I know you don't like anything on your feet.
No, I think shoes were invented by the devil.
Is that Santa and his Chinese propaganda again?
Yeah.
Getting you fresh pairs of slippers just because you're a dad every year. Although that saying, I do appreciate a brand new pair of socks.
Yeah. Don't like socks. Wear them only because I have to. Same with shoes.
I'm not a fan of anything on my feet either, but I need to have something on my feet in order to feel normal.
No. Let them piggies breathe.
No. No, there's always something that comes along crawling, and then it goes on my foot, and then I spaz out.
Step on it.
Barefooted?
Your feet wash.
Negative, sir.
Orsh.
I don't know what. I
There's
don't know
no
what you
R
just
in
said.
there.
I don't know what you said. I'm sure that was English. But I'm not standing on anything barefooted. Once accidentally stepped in dog poo barefoot, and
Yeah,
that
big
was enough.
sissy.
Have you ever stepped in dog poo, sir?
Yes.
Barefoot.
Squish.
It's cold, and it's like, oh no, that's poo.
Dude, until my 20s, I was barefoot 90-something% of the time, especially if the weather was warm.
Well, what's wrong with society?
At least your dog poo was cold, I guess.
I don't think there's an argument to be made either way here, if I'm honest. I don't think there is an argument to be made of what is better to happen to you, to step in cold dog poo or warm dog poo.
I'm not saying I
cold
enjoy
for sure.
stepping in dog poo barefooted, but yeah, I've done it by accident.
If it was still warm, it means it's fresh. I'd rather not. I'll take cold dog poo.
I mean, when you step in it barefooted, that's when you've wiped your foot off in the grass and go on.
I mean, I would have shoes on, so I wouldn't have this issue.
Yeah, again, I have shoes on, so it's not really an issue for me. I'm not a fan of walking around barefooted.
I've been known to go out and get the mail when there's snow on the ground barefooted.
You're a strange.
No, I just hate shoes. Man. It's the redneck jeans.
Is it a redneck thing?
Or is Mama Minnie's the same way.
Barefoot, yeah.
Okay.
It's the first thing I do
when
I
redneck trait I didn't get.
Yeah. It's the first thing I do when I hit the door, when I come in from work or somewhere else, is the shoes come off at the back door, and then the socks are next.
See, it's okay. I can't live that hobbit life, so it's not for me. And I'll do it, especially in summer. I'll do it then. I'll sit here and I'll be barefooted if it's too hot. But not if I can get away with having shoes on. I won't sit with socks on. I can't just do socks on their own. That's an impossibility for me. It can't be done.
Piggy's got to breathe. They got to breathe.
So, I'm not going to sit there on my socks. That's a slipping hazard. Health and safety always comes first. Every time. But
Drilling Pirate Pieces, I have a couple of hippie cousins that call shoe foot prisons. I have to, as much as I hate to agree with hippies, I agree. Yeah.
I don't do the no pants thing. No, I'll wear shorts instead.
If I wear shorts, it's not outside. I do not wear shorts in public.
No, neither do I. It's in the house. It's usually when I go barefoot. Because if I'm wearing shorts, I'm definitely not wearing socks, even inside. Like it's the same. Like that's akin to wearing sandals and socks. You know what I mean? Like I don't care who it is that sees me with them. Nobody's allowed to. Because.
Well, having said that, I've looked at the clock, and we are now at that time.
Enough of us, Jacob.
Yeah, we have to do what?
Sorry, I'm talking out of my ass as usual.
I thought I smelled something, but
I didn't do it.
I was barefoot when I did it.
Yeah. But yeah, we're at the end of the stream. This is the part where I thank all of you for coming out, spending some time with us, because I know there's lots of things you could have done instead of doing that, and I don't think I don't appreciate it, because I do.
Appreciate all of your faces.
Yeah, Alex, thanks for coming out and joining us. Is there anything you want to shout out?
Yeah, sure. I'm going to go live on Twitch. I'm probably going to do it a little bit earlier. I was going to leave it until 10, But to be honest, I'm probably going to go immediately live on Twitch to play some Satisfactory. I've actually been playing it the entirety of this live stream. I'll get you the link. Why is my fucking computer making noises? Don't stop doing that.
I don't know.
Come and see me. We're playing Satisfactory. I call it the TISM focus game. It really helps me out, and I really enjoy building. The game is stunning. It's gorgeous. Come along and join me for a good old chinwag, guys. Join me for a good old chinwag. It's gonna. I'm only going to go for roughly an hour or so because we've got Horde Nights to do. I need to play that Horde Night. But yeah, come along, guys. Come along. Give us a follow. It should be fun.
Absolutely. I would ask you, J-Kid, but I know you don't do content or anything like that. But you do hang out with folks. As for me, I don't know if there's going to be another stream this week because I don't have a day off on a stream day. My next day off after today is Friday. And I'll probably be getting my truck up to the mechanics on Friday. So depends on how tired I am Saturday when I get off work because I do open on Saturday. But, so I don't know. Stay tuned. You'll have to keep an eye out.
Make sure you're following the old man on Twitter.
Yeah. I hate being that way, but with my schedule, I have no choice. So. But anyway, thanks to everybody for coming out, and hope you enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. I love talking. But yeah, we're at that time. So as always, get out of my yard.
Bye, guys.
Bye.